I'll say, hi Ed, happy birthday. This is Barbara Manning, and I was Barbara White when I first met you 35 years ago, and I just am so sorry we can't be with you. But Jack and I are going to Chicago and Cincinnati for Thanksgiving, so we're missing it. But I just want to tell you one little thing, because I know I don't have a lot of time to talk to you, but the highlight for me was when you married my daughter. And that isn't quite the way it sounds. You performed the ceremony for my daughter and her husband, and we still talk about what a wonderful job you did as a minister, and have a beautiful memory of the occasion. Again, I'm really sorry I have a lot of other memories, but we'll have to talk about them sometime when we get together. And I know you're going to have a wonderful celebration for your 90th birthday, and we'll see you when we get back. Okay? Here's Jack.
Well, happy birthday, Ed. It's hard to believe that I've known you for 41 years. And I kind of figured out that when we celebrate your 100th birthday, I will have known you half of your life and half of my life. And the one thing that I remember most, and I'm sorry that we're not going to be there, as Barbara said, that we went to Chicago to visit my family and then over to Cincinnati to be with Barbara's family for the Thanksgiving holidays. And the one thing I remember about, I don't know if you recalled or not, the first time we met, I went to Jacksonville when I got promoted to System Engineering Manager to work for Gus Klein, my branch manager, and your friend Gus Klein. And I had to go to New York sometime after that, and Gus told me, he said, stop by the Eastern region and see Ed McGuinness. He's the personnel manager, he has executive resources, and he can do a lot for you. And that was the first time we met. And then I had an opportunity to meet with you several other times as you visit Jacksonville, as you work with us, and I had the opportunity to work with your son Neil as well. And then in 1981 and 82, when I moved to Tampa, then I got to know you better and more socially and do some things together. So I want to wish you a very happy birthday. And again, in Tampa, I got a chance to work with two more of your children, and Dan and Maura. So again, I wish you a very happy birthday, and Barbara and I are very sorry that we can't be here for this occasion, but we'll get together when we get back.
Happy birthday.
Bring it on. Hey, Ed.
Hi, Uncle Ed.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Uncle Ed. Happy birthday to you. How old are you now? Are you two? We don't have to out.
Happy birthday, Ed. I'm sorry I can't be with you today. Maybe next year. I have fond memories of the 1 year that you took me to see Frank Sinatra at the Astor Road. I always remember that. Hope you have a great day. All my love to you and everyone.
Hello, Dad. Happy 90th birthday. It's Bill and Kathy in sunny California, and we've got a whole bunch of other people here, all the California McGuinnesses and McCaheys. And so Matt and Brendan and Kelly are here, our three. Why don't you guys come on over and sit by us?
Happy birthday, Ed. From the quiet one of the two of us.
And so here's Brendan and Kelly, and this is little Gemma. And there's Matt. There's number one grandson, the original grandson. And Matt's got his family here, and Kelly has Gemma. Artie's at work. And here's Brendan. So we're going to let them introduce their own families. So Lisa and Natasha, you guys want to flip in here?
Okay. Do you want to go first, though?
There we go.
Okay. Hi, Grampy. It's Matt.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Happy 90th birthday from California. This is you haven't seen us in a while, so remember this is my wife Lisa, and this is my daughter Natasha, great granddaughter number one. She is 17 years old now. Be going off to college next fall. And this is Jordan, who is now 13 and in 8th grade. And we were just talking about you earlier in the day, and was reminded of a quick little story when you were out here a number of years ago, and we're telling a group of us at dinner some stories, one of which I believe was just after you had gotten discharged from the Navy in San Francisco, and went out for a few drinks in a bar one time, and ended up getting in some type of altercation with...
We won't say bar fight.
We won't say bar fight. And ended up having to spend the night in San Francisco jail cell. And the next day, Natasha actually, I think she was maybe about 5, 6 years old at the time, had a friend over and proceeded to tell her friend how her great-grandfather had spent time in a California prison, and apparently had just been recently released. Now, I'm not sure she got the whole gist of the story there, but we corrected her, don't worry. So happy birthday from us,
Happy
and
birthday!
we'll let Brendan and his family jump on in for a minute.
Hi, Grampy. Happy 90th birthday party, or 90th birthday. We'll edit that out. This is my wife,
Hi,
Leanne,
Grampy.
and my son, Peyton, who's now 8 years old, almost 9. You had met them both in Lake Tahoe at the family reunion out in California, but we haven't seen you in quite a while, so I hope you have a great birthday.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Grampy.
Oh, and my sister Kelly and her daughter.
Happy birthday, Grampy. I'm Kelly, and this is my daughter, Gemma, who is going to be 2 in February. And we just wanted to say it was so great that you were able to meet Gemma last year at the family reunion when she was just 6 months old. And happy birthday. I hope you're having a wonderful party.
Can we all get into the final goodbye?
Everybody in.
On the floor, buddy.
Oh, here we are. It's the California McGuinnesses and McCahies, and here we are. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Yay.
All right.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Grampy. Happy birthday to you. All right, that was flawless.
And that's the end of the video. So I just hit the record button again.
It's a beautiful 2011, and happy birthday, Ed. Brian will be joining us in a minute.
Happy 90th birthday, Dad. We took down a few notes and thought of a few things that might interest you. Besides being a great dad, which of course began with all the childhood Tarzan stories, one of the things that always impressed me about you was your capacity for innovation. I think you were MacGyver before MacGyver was a household word. You probably remember MacGyver, the star in the TV series, where he could fashion a homemade explosive device from anything. He'd get locked in a storage shed, and 5 minutes later he'd blow his way out. He was very creative and innovative, and that always, I think you were way ahead of MacGyver. So some of my favorite Ed McGuinness or Ed MacGyver stories go back to early in the 1950s, when Mom wasn't too happy with you when you borrowed her waffle iron, and you decided that was the best way to loosen up the frozen oil pan in one of your various 1950s Cadillacs. One of the others was, I remember distinctly mowing the grass in Jacksonville, 7876 Glen Echo Road, and the kids used to marvel at us. They'd see us with a coil of orange extension cord around our shoulders with numerous pieces of black tape holding it together from all the times we cut it, and we were always amazed that we didn't electrocute ourselves, but somehow it worked. That was one of your inventions. And of course there's a 1950s story about Bob Coyle and how he lost his crown off his tooth, and I think you ran home and got some Duco cement and you took care of that. So anyway, that was always impressive and a constant source of amazement and amusement to us kids.
And on that note, and you know me, even though I love singing, I don't have the greatest voice, but I still love it. And this is something that I wrote for you along that line in 2006 when we were with Neil and Kathy at their lake house in New Hampshire. And it starts out okay. It has an abrupt ending. Wait a minute. There's a plane going overhead.
Wait.
So here we go. Eddie, how we love you, how we love you. Where is the duct tape? We need a fix right now. Our upper tooth has lost its crown, so please give us epoxy. Here a dabble. Fix the Scrabble game, dear oh Eddie. We need a laundry chute, a swing from jute. Rope would be lovely, or a lawnmower that's all electric, quite eclectic. Our dear young Eddie, please bring your paint and wood filler soon. Now that's the end of this tune. Da 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 da. All right. I also wanted to remind you of that lovely trip we took with Mary and Peggy in the Caribbean, and how we had this waiter named Ihan and busboy named George, and they were just wonderful. But you put up with everything that was going on, including Mary, who was oblivious to the fact that Ihan was the waiter and would not bring water and would not bring anything, would not bring coffee. That was George, the peon, the busboy's job. But nevertheless, Mary kept on asking for it. Ihan kept on throwing up his eyes and calling for George, and you put up with it. And here was the song that Peggy and I made up. We had asked George to get us 2 busboy jackets. And in the middle of the dining room, we called over Ihan and George, and unbeknownst to you, we had made up this song and sang it to you, and I guess the rest of the dining room. His name is Ihan. He is our waiter. He's tended tables from here to Jamaica. He brings no coffee. He serves no water. But George, he came around whenever Ihan couldn't be found on the Vasco de Gama, the best dining south of Havana. That waiter Ihan, he does a few tricks. With a napkin, he'll make hats and mice and drumsticks. He serves no iced tea, nothing wet or cool. We could die with mouth so dry, but he would never change the rule. His name was George. He is our busboy. His smile is bright and warm, but his jackets are so long. He played the cymbals for happy anniversary. He made every meal a joy. He was the best boy on the Vasco de Gama, the best dining south of Havana.
We also just wanted to talk a little bit about a trip we really remember with you and Ann during the time of Luke's wedding at Cinco de Mayo. We're trying to think back what year that was, but
I think it's 2005. Sorry, Luke and Jen.
But we had a great time, and we remember we got to know Ann a little better. I think that was the most time we had spent with Ann, and I think we went to some of those late 1800s, early 1900 mansions. in Newport. I think one of them was the Vanderbilts, and we went down and we saw the wooden boats. I was really enamored with the wooden shipbuilding, and we ate more lobster than we probably should have.
And probably we've eaten in our lives.
It was just a wonderful, wonderful trip,
And we remember every time we'd sit down for more lobster, Anne with that beautiful laugh of hers, and you, Ed, with your chuckle, your inimitable chuckle, and we had inimitable. We just had a wonderful time.
Anyway, that's it. Happy 90th birthday. Keep them coming.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy 90th birthday, Grampy, from grandson Kevin McGuinness here in the Lower East Side of New York City. Dan had mentioned that we should add a story or something to the tape, so I guess I should apologize for breaking your nose when you tried to catch me at the bottom of a water slide on my 7th or 8th birthday in Illinois. We're all fighting colds up here, but I hope you're all well and happy down there. Happy birthday, and we'll see you soon. Is this Christmas in New York, 2011?
Christmas in New York.
Can we hear Merry Christmas?
Oh, well. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Happy birthday, Ed.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear Dad. Happy birthday to you.
It's
90. Hello, Grampy. Some of the McGuinness clan is together in New York tonight, and we wanted to wish you a happy birthday. But first, we want to make sure everybody in the audience knows who's here. Let's start with Luke.
Hi, I'm Luke. Neil's second son.
I'm Jenny. I'm Luke's wife.
Tell them who you are.
Hi, I'm Gray.
Hey, it's Brian, Neil and Kathy's third.
And I'm Neil, number 2 son of Ed and Mary and Ann.
And we all wanted to wish you a happy birthday, Grampy.
And we all love you very much.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Grampy.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Grampy.
Happy birthday, Grampy. Let's sing it.
Let's sing it.
Let's sing it? Okay.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear Grampy. Happy birthday to you. Bye.
Happy birthday, Ed. Betty and I wish you the best on your 90th birthday.
Well, happy birthday, Dad. Happy 90th birthday. And when I think back over my life, I have so many wonderful memories of you being my father. But one that comes to mind that meant so much to me was when we bought our home and we knew we had this lake access, but there was no way we could afford a boat. You showed up on my doorstep one day and said that if I let you use my lake, you would split a ski boat with me. And we bought our boat together and had many happy times on that boat. As a matter of fact, the last time you water skied, you were 80 years old, and you water skied off the back of our boat. So that was a great pleasure to own that boat with you, and we had a lot of fun, and I thank you for doing that with us. And I love you very much, and I want to wish you a very happy 90th birthday.
Hi, Grampy. This is Kaylin Mary. Happy 90th birthday. I was just thinking about the time that I got into so much trouble with my mother that she sent me to your house to paint your fence instead of go to school. And you had a long talk with me about how much effort is put into parenting and how I should have more respect and appreciation for my mother. Today, my mother is one of my best friends and we have a great relationship. I have you to thank for that. Happy 90th birthday, Grampy. Love, Kaylin.
Hey, Grampy, happy 90th birthday. I remember the time you gave me all of those medals from your brother and you and your father, and I interviewed you, and I did a project on all your brother's Purple Heart and you and your father's medals from World War I and II, and I got an A on the project, and it was just a fun experience learning about all my uncles and other family members that had fought in the war. Happy birthday. I love you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.